Hi, I'm Dane, and this is something I call Doc Whipple's Last Lesson. Doc Whipple was a friend of mine who passed away recently, and he asked his wife Sandy not to do any remembrance. So that's the same thing he did for his retirement. And I pulled him aside at that time and I said, Doc, it's not about you, it's about the rest of us. So Doc, of course, refused to have a retirement party, so we had to throw it uh, as a surprise early in the morning because he was the first one who used to get to work, and we had to get up at some ungodly hour to do it. And I put together a song for him at that time, and I thought it would be an appropriate time to do it again. I knew a man, Doc Whipple, who would teach for you in worn-out shoes, with silver hair, red plaid shirt, and blue jean pants. A theorem or two. A good-natured guy, a good-natured guy. Oh, you'd never see him frown. Oh, Doc Whipple. Oh, Doc Whipple. Oh, Doc Whipple. Teach math. I met him here in my first year as my mentor. He left no doubt. He looked at me so keenly with those eyes of his, and he spoke right out. If you want to succeed, you gotta follow my lead. Go out and buy a PhD. He said, my name's Doc Whipple, and I wrote a book on geometry. I hate the fame, but I'll always claim my share of the royalty. He let go a laugh, he let go a laugh. Then he softly cursed Richard Road. He spoke in tears of all the years stocking pop and bowling at night. He says, I worry who will come early to open up and turn on the lights. He shook his head, he shook his head. Then he went out for a smoke. Says he'll retire, but he's a liar, we all know. Just wait and see. He says he'll sleep late, decaffeinate, and still get up before Sandy. But he'll come back and sub, he'll come back and sub when we call him up and say, please, please, oh, Doc Whipple, oh, Doc Whipple, oh, Doc Whipple, teach math. Now, what's the lesson here? Well, the lesson is a story about Doc that I'll never forget. I was defending my dissertation while I was teaching high school at New Trier on my lunch hour. Mallinckrodt College, which is a satellite of Loyola University, was just a few miles away from the high school, and I went on my lunch hour to defend my dissertation. And when I came back, there was a pair of doctor's scrubs at my desk and a nameplate that said Dr. Dane Camp. And unbeknownst to me, although I learned it at that time, as soon as you pass your dissertation, you have the title. You are a doctor at that time. So Doc had posted a lookout to look at the parking lot when I came in to see if I was like trudging or whether I was skipping. And apparently I was happy enough that he knew that I had passed, and so he put the scrubs on my desk. And later on that day, when I was teaching an afternoon class, he walked in while I was teaching and said, I'd like to introduce Dr. Dane Camp. And he explained that I just passed my dissertation. And this is the lesson, guys. There was a girl in the front row who said, oh, that's the nicest thing that happened to me all day. See, Doc, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about everybody else who's invested in you. Love you, Doc.